Start record. Hi everyone, and welcome to the Flying Unicorn Live Ustream show. My name is Shona and I am from Canada, and tonight we're going to be making some holiday gift bags. But before we get going, I've got a couple of announcements to make first, and the first one is next week, same place, same time, Song will be here, and Song always has such adorable projects, and I'm sure she's going to have lots of fun tips and techniques to share with everybody. And also the Flying Unicorn is happy to announce that we have two very special live Ustream shows planned this month. So for the next 2 Saturdays, there'll be a live Ustream show. And one of the girls will provide a link and more information on those 2 Saturday shows coming up this month. And what else is there? Oh, yes, any products that I used tonight, if they're available in the store, Elda will have them on sale. So go over to the store and check out the Ustream show specials. And if you've got any questions throughout the night, just ask away and one of the girls will help you with that. And I will peek over as often as I can and say hi to whoever's here and answer questions. So with that, let's get going, and I'm going to pan over. Ooh, we're panning. Close your eyes. Got to get it straight this time. Elda didn't like it last time because it wasn't straight. Oh, wrong way. Turning the wrong way. Here we go. I got it. Yay! So here's one of the holiday gift bags that we're going to be making. We're going to do this one first. It's a really cute bag, and it's even got a little tag with it. And I've decided that I was going to use up some of my stash papers. So, and they're not even holiday papers, but when you decorate with snowflakes and you can make them into holiday gift bags. So I have used the 6x6 paper pad from the Butterfly collection from Prima, and this is just beautiful papers. There's 30 sheets in here. I'm not sure if there's any left in the store. I know that there was the other day. So there's lots of beautiful papers in here. Oh, here we go. We're going to be using this one. This is the one that I used on the top. And I save all my pieces here. So I've probably got a piece of this other one that I used. Where is it? Maybe I don't have any of it left. Oh, here it is, right here. The little pieces tucking in and out. Look at all my little scraps in here. I love these books. I love this collection, so I save everything. Eventually, I'll use up the whole thing. This would be gorgeous as a mini album to use these papers. It's just so soft and pretty. Okay, so I'm going to put that aside for a sec. I've got my 2 papers here ready, and I'm just using some gift bags that I bought at the dollar store. They come in sets of 2 or 3. They're pretty cheap. Just plain white gift bag. There we go. So the first thing I did was I just kind of measured, oh yeah, I've got a pen. I just kind of measured this and just did a pen mark on there so I can cut it the right size. And I've got my handy dandy old trimmer here. Oh, now I lost my pen marks. Where were they? Oh, there they are. I see them. I'm going to cut this off first. Actually, I don't have to cut that off first. I'm going to cut this first. So I'm just going to trim that off, and I'm going to trim this piece off here. There we go. Well, I can see Olaf is looking out the door at me. So there's this piece that's going to go here. And I'm just going to tear the edges on it. Don't have to use your trimmer for that. Just tear the top and tear the bottom. So that's going to go here in the middle of the gift bag. And then I've got this piece of paper that I used, and I'm just going to tear a couple of pieces from, let me get this straight first. Okay, I'm going to tear 2 pieces from here. These will just be peeking out the top and the bottom. Okay, and I've got to make them the same size, so I'm just going to eyeball it here. I'm just going to eyeball it and trim them down. Same with this one. Trim it down. Am I still on? Oh yeah, I'm still on. Okay. Whew. Scare me. Okay. Where's my tape runner? So I'm going to adhere this. I'm not going to quite go, I'm going to leave a little bit of room here so that I can tuck the other pieces in. So on the top and the bottom, I'm going down, I'm putting the tape runner on about 3/4 of an inch in so that I've got room. There we go. So that piece is going to go there. I'm going to get this one ready to tuck in. I'm just going to lift that up, and I'm going to tuck this piece in. And if it's still a little tiny bit too long, but that's okay because I can trim it after it's on here. There we go. Put a little tape runner on this one. These are really fast and easy. I've got a feeling that this show is going to be done quite quickly tonight. Uh-oh, this one's kind of too big. I didn't leave myself enough room here. There, I'll just scooch it up. There we go. Trim this one down just a bit. There we go. So that was quick and easy. I've got the top piece on, and I've tucked in strips of the other two pieces on the top and the bottom. So that is that. And then the next thing that I'm going to do is I've got these paper doilies, and I know sometimes Elda has them in the store. These ones here I probably got at the dollar store. And I'm just going to crinkle it up a bit because it just gives it a little bit more dimension, and it doesn't lay totally flat then. There we go. And I'm just going to add some glue to that. I've got my trusty 3-in-1 Beacons glue, which has got a big blob on the end of it. Here, let me get that off. I'm going to glue that on. Uh-oh, my glue. Running low on glue. Eek. And I've offset it just a bit. Excuse me. I think I'm getting a bit of a cold. Ugh, yuckies. So I'm going to put that right there. And then I've got some gauze. Here, there was gauze in last month's kit. So you can buy gauze pretty much anywhere. And there was a nice package of it in last month's kit. So if you got last month's kit, you're going to have some gauze left over, I'm sure. And I'm just going to cut a couple of pieces here. Open it up. Fray it a bit. I like it when it's frayed. Makes it look more like you put string on. So I'm just going to fray it just a bit. And I'm just going to tuck it in here with the doily so that pieces are sticking out. So it's sticking out down here at the bottom and a little bit at the top. What's next? So I've got a piece of lace here that I'm going to add. This was Flying Unicorn lace in the store, and it's actually, this is half of the lace because I've cut it in half. It actually looks like this, and I've just cut it in half to make a thinner strip of lace. So I think I'm going to use the longer one. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to use the longer one here. I'm going to cut just a small piece off. for the tag. I'm going to put some glue, just a strip of glue, some dabs of glue here to hold the lace in place. And a sticker right there. Has everybody here been getting ready for the holidays? I'm excited. I'm excited. I'll be going away to see my daughter. Fun. The grandkids. It's always fun to be around kids during the holidays. So I've got my lace there. And now what am I going to do? Top pieces and card. Okay. So also in the 6x6 pad book, there are, let me find the page. This page here, and I'm going to tear it out. And it's got all these fun little pieces. So I'm going to cut a couple of those out, and I'm going to cut one out and save it for the card on top. And I'm going to use this one here on the bottom. Let's see. And I used a bigger piece on the very bottom. So let me see what I've got in my book here. I must have used a piece from the actual larger paper collection. But I can use a piece from this one. Because the one on the very bottom is a little bit bigger. So I'm just going to cut a 2x3 section here of these little squares. There we go. Fun! I'm going to trim it just a bit. Where's my handy dandy trimmer? My handy dandy trimmer that I've had since practically the first day I started scrapbooking. It's actually from Creative Memories. That's how I started. So I've got my pieces for my card on top, and for the section that's going to go here, oh, there's Emma. She's trying to get out already. Emma, no. I'm just going to ink the edges. I've got some distress ink from Tim Holtz, and it's in the vintage photo. And I'm just going to ink the edges a bit. Kind of gives it that shabby vintage look. I'm going to ink all of them. Ink all three of them up. Pretty stuff. And I actually made a little tag card ahead of time. Oh, the dogs just found their way out. And it's just some cardstock, and I've just made like a little card out of it so I can add this piece on top. And I'm just going to quickly just ink the edges around this also. And then we're done with the ink. We can put it aside. Okay, so I've got some cardboard here that I'm going to be using underneath my pieces, just to give them a little bit more dimension. So here, I'm just going to cut these up. It just adds dimension, and you don't have to spend a lot of money on foam dots or anything like that. So I'm going to add these pieces to the bag. Put that in the center of your doily and add the larger piece on top. And then on this one here, I'm going to put it on the back first so I can decide exactly where I'm going to put it on the bag. There. Easy peasy. And I'm going to add it right there. I'm just going to offset it. I got this piece sticking out here. I got to tear it off or something. It's going to drive me crazy. Drive me crazy. I can see Olaf looking out at me. Says, Mama, what are you doing, Mama? Come and get me, Mama. There we go. Glue that on top of that one. You can see how it's got some added dimension there. Very cute. I've offset them a bit. Very cute. I love it. So much fun. So I've done that. I've added that. I think I'm going to add this one to the card now. Just got to trim this down a bit. Might as well make the card at the same time. Might as well make the card at the same time. You should see my flying unicorn boxes. The boxes that my kits come in. There's like nothing left of the flats by the time I make all my layouts and everything, because I cut all the cardboard pieces for my projects. It's kind of funny. So there's the little card. It's got its base layer on it now. There we go. It's already, am I in focus? Is it not in focus? Come on, back in focus. Okay. Well, hopefully it pops back in focus here. So that part's done. Now I've got, where's my snowflakes? I've got these snowflakes. They're chipboard snowflakes. I think Elda has them in the store, or she did anyways. She did have them in the store before the big crazy sale that just went on, the Black Friday and Saturday sale. So I'm not sure exactly what's left in the store, but these are from Creative Embellishments, and I'm going to pop 3 of them out here. Oh, first I have to put my little piece of lace on the card. I'm going to put my little piece of lace in the corner here. Going to glue it on. Just want to kind of make it look sort of similar like the bag. So there's my little piece of lace in the corner on the little card. And I'm going to put these snowflakes, I'm going to add them to the bag and the card now. So I'm going to put one there. We're going to put one right there. Where's the other one? Oh, the other one goes on here. Ha ha. Good thing I've got my project in front of me to look at. Right on top of the lace. I've added it on top of the lace. And on the bag, it's just over in the two corners. My husband is staring at me. Makes me nervous. So then I've got from Martha Stewart, I've got a snowflake punch, which I don't know, you could probably buy these punches practically anywhere. And I'm just going to use some of my scraps here. I'm going to cut out 3 snowflakes to go on top of my chipboard ones. I'm going to add them. A little bit of glue. It just gives some extra dimension to your snowflakes there. Pop up the little end pieces a bit. Cute. And the last one goes on the little card. Super cute. Love them. And then I'm even going to add more to the snowflakes. because I've got some of these flying unicorn adornment snowflakes. I love all the holiday adornments. They're so pretty, so much fun. So I'm going to pull out 3 of the smaller ones. They come in all different sizes. I'm going to pull out 3 small ones here, and I'm going to add them on top of the snowflakes. Did you guys just hear what my husband said? He just told the dogs that they were a pain in the, I hope you didn't hear it. Okay. Silly husbands. See it? Cute, huh? Aren't those darling? I love them. Love, love, love them. Okay, so now what are we going to add? Ooh. Got my flying unicorn adornments. Check these out in the store, you guys. Look at those big, big ones. They're beautiful. Now let me pull one of the big ones out of the bag. Look at how beautiful that is. So much detail. They're just gorgeous. I hope you all got in on some of those. I bet you they're gone after that Black Friday sale. I bet you they're gone. So I'm going to add a couple of flowers now. I've got these are Prima flowers. They are, it doesn't say, Little Missy Prima flowers. They're just little white flowers. And I'm just going to use one of them. And I'm going to stick it up here. So I'm going to tuck it in underneath my layers of cardboard right there. So I've got that one flower. And then I've got some from Petaloo. It's the Forget-Me-Nots in Antique Beige. I'm going to use these, just one, because I'm not using them on the tag, just on the gift bag itself. And I'm going to put that one right there on top of it. Tuck it under a bit. So that one's going to go right there. Pretty. Love them. So pretty. Oh, geez, there I am singing. I'm going to add a little bit of beadwork now. When I add my beads, I usually use some gel medium, and this is the gel medium from 13 Arts. It's a gel medium from 13 Arts. Oh, look at that. It's out of focus. I don't know why. Sorry about that, you guys. And I just put a blob on my paintbrush, and I'm going to add a little bit of beadwork down here. So I'm just gonna paint it on there a bit, like kind of thick. It's on there quite thick. And I'm going to put a little bit also on the card. There, can you see how thick that is on there? Yeah, you can see it. Yeah. So it's on there quite thick. I'm going to leave that open for a minute. And the first bead I'm going to use is the Aida, the 3D glass filler beads. And I've got a few of these left, not a lot. I think I'm going to put this on top of a napkin because I always make a mess. Put a few of them in my hand. And I'm just going to sprinkle the beads all over where the gel medium is. And same with on the little tag. Put them in where the gel medium is. And that's it for that. And put that off to the side. And I'm going to use my heat tool and I'm going to dry that. Beads are going to be flying now. Yay! The beads will be flying. everyone. I can talk to you. I can see what's going on. Hello there, hi Dad. You gotta see everyone. Drying my beads. Okay. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cover the beads with a little bit of gesso. Look at my gold gesso. It's looking pretty rough. Oh, 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 I need some muscles here. Oh. Okay. Just gonna put a little bit on the lid here. My gesso's almost gone. That's why the container's looking so rough. I'm just going to use my finger and I'm going to, here, let's see if you can see it. I'm just dabbing the beads so it makes them pop out. Because when they're clear, you can't see them. You really can't see them hardly at all. So if you add some gesso, then it just makes them pop out. Look, the dogs are driving my husband nuts tonight. You can't keep them under control. And also with the, let's see, with the little flying unicorn adornments, they're silver and I want them to be white. So I'm also going to dab them with a little bit of gesso. So I'm just dabbing them with a little bit of gesso to make them make them look more like snowflakes because they're white. Pretty. Pretty. Okay, where's my gesso now? I got this all over my finger. I better look, Elda. Ugh. Elda can't stand that kind of stuff. No, Olaf, it's not time for you to say hi to anybody. Okay, I've got one more piece to add over here. Let's see. I'm going to add a bow over here because I'm going to paint some stuff with gesso, so I got to get some of this stuff done. And with my bow, I'm just using some twine, and I'm just going to wrap it around my fingers. Just wrapped it around my fingers 3 or 4 times. Pinch it in the center, and I'm going to tie it off. Just going to tie it off. There we go. Fluff it up a bit. So there's my bow. And I'm going to add that right there. Right there. Let's glue that down. I almost forgot about the bow. Eek. Let's trim this down a bit. It's a little wild. It's the wild bowstring. So there we go. That's there. Okay, so now that I've got my bow on, I'm just going to paint some gesso. I'm going to paint this petaloo flower a bit. I love covering things with gesso because to me it just makes it all blend in together. So I'm just putting a little tiny bit on the snowflakes, I'm putting it on the bow. It just blends it all together. See? It just makes it blends it all in with that snowy look. And it just takes a minute. I'm going to trim this rogue one off too. There we go. So that is done. I'm going to put the lid on my gesso. Gesso. I don't really know how to say it. It's one or the other. And I'm going to dry that a bit. Dry my gesso a bit. Oh, my fingers are a mess. I should have had some wet wipes in here with me. Turn another light on, maybe that'll help with the focus, the going in and out of focus bit. Okay, there we go. So that is done. Now what am I going to do with it? Look at it. See it so far? So pretty. It's so easy. And it gets that winter look to it because you're using the snowflakes on it. I'm just going to move this out of the way. Oh, no, I've got to do the other beads first. So I'm going to add a few more beads, actually right on top of the beads. And just because I have them, so I'm going to use them. I've got 2 beads from Art Ingredients from Prima. One is the micro beads in blush, and the other is the glass beads in crystal. So I'm going to add a little bit of that right on top of where the other beads are. So I need my gel back. I'm just going to paint on just a bit of gel here. First I'm going to add a few of the glass beads. And you know what? You probably can't even really see them on the show that much, but they're so pretty. So pretty. And then I'm going to add a little bit of the pink because it blends in with it goes with the papers. The papers are kind of pinkish. I put my lids on my beads before I end up spilling them. And I'm going to heat set that now with the beads. There we go. I think I can put this away now. Get rid of that. Oh, I got all these scraps everywhere. Ah, I'm a mess. Okay, we're almost done with this first bag. I've got, when I bought the butterfly collection, I also bought the chipboard collection that was in on it, and this is it in here. It was all falling apart, so I had to throw it in a bag. But it came with some sequins, so I'm going to pull out a few of the sequins. A few sequins here. And I'm just going to add a few sequins here and there on the tag and on the bag. The bag and tag. Oh, I got the big blob of glue. Uh-oh. Put my sequin on there, cover that up. Where's my napkin? I got a mess going on. Okay, put one there. Sequins are so pretty. They're kind of a little bit of a pain to put on, but they sure do show up afterwards. They're so pretty. Just a little bit extra detail for your bag. This is nice because I've got two special gifts for both of my daughters, and I can use one of these. I can use a bag for each of them. There we go, and there's my last sequin that I'm going to add. 2 sequins left. I'm going to put them away. Throw them back in my bag. So there's the sequins. And I'm going to punch a little hole in my card now so that I can attach it to the top of the bag. And I've just got a hole punch. I'm going to use a little bit more twine. Twine through the hole punch. And get that ready to add to the top of the bag. I've got, well, you know what? I think I'm going to add it up there now. Yeah, I'm going to add it up there now. Because I got one more thing, a couple more things I got to do to the bag, and that's it. So there we go. Put my lid on my gel. So another very cool thing that I got from the Flying Unicorn store lately was I got some of the snowflake paste. The snowflake paste from Prima, and it's very cool. It takes a while for it to dry, so I'm not gonna dry it tonight because I usually just let it just dry on its own. But it's so pretty when it dries. It actually kind of looks like snow. It gets a real, it's got quite the glitter in it. So I'm just going to add a little bit of it to the tag, and then a little bit to these tags over here. Just makes it look like there's snow. And we'll heat set it a bit to see if it dries for us. If not, it'll be dry in a couple of hours or an hour or so. And you put it on quite thick. But it's got a real sparkle to it when it dries. I don't know if you can see it on this one that's dry. Let's see. It does. It's got a real sparkle to it. So there must be some kind of sparklies in it. It's cool stuff. I like it. It's fun. So while that's starting to dry a bit, I'm going to add my last touch. My last touch is some Shimmer's Inklings, and I forgot my water gun, so I'll just add a little bit of water out of this here. I forgot my spritzer in my room. There's the one thing that I forgot tonight. I love the Inklings. They're hard, and you just add a little bit of water and stir it up to activate them. They're so pretty. This is Penny for Your Thoughts. Look at that. Look at that shine. Ooh, so pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. And I'm just going to use my paintbrush here, and I'm just going to add some dabs. Just going to add a little splashes of it. That adds to the shabby, the whole shabbiness of it all. Add a little bit on the tag. Hey, let's heat set this a bit. So pretty. Hi, Daddy. Hi, Darcy. Sorry if I miss anybody. Don't forget, if you've got questions, to ask away, and one of the girls will help you. We're definitely going to be done early tonight. Although we do have one more bag to make, but it'll be fairly quick, that one. Oh yeah, the snowflake stuff, it'll dry up with the heat tool also. I can see it actually starting to sparkle. And that's it, you guys. That's our first bag. So there's our bag. Let me turn off this one light. There's our first bag. There we go. And there's the cute little tag that I made for it. So cute. That one's all ready. Put that off to the side. So the snowflake stuff can completely finish drying then. And for my next bag, we're just going to add a big, beautiful bow on it. Okay, so I got these bags also from the dollar store, and I think they came in a pack of 3, and they're a little bit bigger, so you can use them for a little bit bigger gifts. Let's see, I've got all my goodies here in this one bag that I need for it. So I saw this idea for these bows on the May Arts blog, actually. I was on there looking at their stuff, and that's where I saw the idea for this bow. And what it is it's mainly May Arts stuff I've used. This piece here, I've got some burlap here from Petaloo, and it's in their trim section in the Petaloo section in the Fine Unicorn store. So I've got some burlap pieces, and this is some May Arts trim ribbon. So I'm just layering stuff here. This is also from May Arts. All of this stuff was in the Flying Unicorn store. I'm not sure how much of it is actually left. This was also with the burlap trims from the Petaloo. So I'm just laying all of these down in layers. Here's another one from May Arts. These are all such fun pieces. I'm gonna add on another burlap, and I'm just gonna keep layering these. And this is some of my own trim right here. This is some seam binding, but I know that Elda did have seam binding in the store. Oh, this is also from May Arts. It's the paper string. So you just keep layering these. Oh, stay there. Last layer of burlap. Here's another one. Here's another darker May Art trim one. And another paper string, and this one, and one more of this. Okay, so there it is. I've got the 3 layers, thick layers of stuff to start my bow. And I've got some twine here. This is a little bit thicker twine than the other stuff I used. I'm not sure if there's any of that in the May Art section. Yeah, I think there is some twine in there, or string. So I'm just going to lay it underneath, and I'm going to tie this off in the middle. So tie it off tight. Tie it tight. Tie a knot in it, in the twine. So there we go. So there's your bow after you've tied it off. So now that it's tied off with this heavy-duty, thick twine, I can start to move this stuff around, and you can be pretty rough with it. So I'm just moving them around, fluffing it up, putting all the pieces where I want them to be. Mixing it all up. See how it's all coming together? Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. I know, it's a great way to use up your scraps. Save all your scraps from your bows and everything. I mean, it's just gorgeous. So then all I did was I took these thicker pieces, and I just cut them a bit. I just cut straight down the center of them. Just so that it even looked thicker. Like I can move it around even more now. Look at that. So pretty. Love them. So there's There's my big bow. And then I've got these flowers here from Darjeeling, from Petaloo Darjeeling collection. They are the Wild Blossoms in Craft Brown, so they go perfect with my kind of craft colors here. And I used one of these on the other bow. So I'm just going to glue this flower down into the center. Isn't that a super easy bow to make? And it's so pretty. And I also have one of the, what are they called? The berry clusters. And these are from Petaloo, and I have one of those left. And this one is just the green with the white beads. And I'm going to add that. There we go. I'm going to add that right there. So I'm just adding that there in the center. And here we go. Can you see my bow? My big beautiful bow, isn't it lovely? And then all I did was I just actually just glued it right on the bag. So I'm going to put a big blob of glue on the back and just stick it to the top of the bag. And that's it. That bag is done. Here's the other one. And this bag is done. Both of my bags are done. That's it. We are done. 10 minutes early. Yippee! Woohoo! Okay, so there's my two bags. There's this one. Here's the other one with the white always seems to get lost, doesn't it? White seems to just go out of focus. You gotta remember that, not to do too much with white. There we go. We're in focus now. There's the pretty bows. There's the pretty beads there. Love those snowflakes. The beautiful flying unicorn snowflakes. There's the little tag. So cute. That's it. That's my two bags, you guys. I'm going to pan back over to me. Hey! Well, that was fun. That was, come on. There's Emma behind me. Do you see her? I can't seem to get this right. Okay, just hold on a sec. Maybe if I move that up a bit. Oh, Olaf is here already. What are you just waiting for me to be done? Were you just waiting? Come on up then. Oh, you're just waiting. Oh, the ladies. I love the ladies. Hey, Olaf, tell everybody what you want for Christmas. Do you want a Frisbee? Yeah, I want a Frisbee for Christmas. Okay, everybody, well, thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you got to learn a couple of things tonight. Don't forget, next week, same place, same time, Song will be here. And also this coming Saturday and next Saturday are special live Ustream shows during the day. You can get all the information on the Flying Unicorn Facebook page on those. So check those out, and thank you so much for joining. Have a great night, everybody. Bye. Mwah. Hold on. Look at it. You're back. There's Olaf. He's back. Hey, Bubby. Bubby. Oh, he brought me. Look at everybody what he brought me. He brought me his Frisbee. See, look at, he needs a new one. It's a little rough. There's a Frisbee. Okay, good night, everybody.